heroes gathered in their masses. It's like witches set black masses. Evil minds that plan destruction.
And we're back for the third episode of Beyond the Mat podcast, Wrestletok Wednesday, Tuesday-ish. And we are here with Derrick, one of the guys that I absolutely love from the community. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. But first, I want to go ahead and share this live so everyone around TikTok and everywhere else knows where we're at. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. So here we go. We're just gonna dive into it. People can rewatch it later.
Okay.
So it's gonna be kind of really relaxed hour of just talking.
All right. Cool.
So we're about the same age-ish.
Yep.
I'm 42.
I'm 44.
Okay, so yeah, we're in the same age group.
Yep.
When did you become a wrestling fan?
I've been a wrestling fan really ever since I was like 7. So my uncle, my mom's brother, got me into wrestling for the like the old wrestling, the territory days, NWA, World Class. Of course, there's the AWA and the old school NWA and the old school WWE, the Federation years. So it's like my weekend was like Friday night. It was AWA wrestling. Saturday night, of course, it's either WWF Challenge or NWA Saturday night. So it's like my weekend was really fun as a kid.
I mean, yeah. Well, see, I've lived in Michigan my whole life, and I wasn't given WCW until they became Nitro.
Right.
I wasn't shown AWA or NWA or like any of the smaller promotions. WWF. That's what it was.
Okay. Right. Right. Yes.
I'm kind of jealous of you and like some of the other creators that grew up with the good WCW and the AWAs and the NWA and all that. That I look back at some of those matches. I'm like, wow, that dog collar, like the dog collar matches and
yes.
Stuff. What's going on, Prince? So yeah, that was one thing that I'm kind of envious of the southern, like the people in the South. They got everything. We were kind of sectioned off, like we weren't subjected to all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, who was your favorite wrestler when you started watching wrestling? Like, who was the person that you're like, that guy?
For me, it was a Junkyard Dog, JYD all day.
Okay.
So I mean, I watched him a little bit before he went to the WWF and the territory days, and he was a bad mofo. I can tell you that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Old Thump.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that he started on in the WCW AWA.
Yeah. And he did a little bit in Canada too. I think he was with Stampede Wrestling at the time. Well, before he went down south. So
okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, pretty much everyone went through Stampede and the Heart.
Yeah, the Dungeon. Yes, of course. Yeah, Sue Hart.
Yeah. I mean, if you were taught by Stu, you're guaranteed to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So currently, who is your favorite wrestler? Like right now?
Wow, that's a good one. Currently, my favorite wrestler right now, I would probably, I mean, depending on how the mold, I mean the whole scope of work that the person's doing, I would probably go with I would say Damian Priest right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's starting to step up a little bit, and he's improving. I mean, I've been watching him since I didn't see him in the old school ROH days, but I saw him a little bit in NXT. So I got a chance to see him progress from NXT to the main roster, and he's been really interesting to me in the way that he did the match with Bad Bunny on Backlash. It was amazing. I mean, he came a long way. So I'm hope to see more of him soon.
I mean, he is one of those guys. He's not that. I mean, he's young.
Yes.
He's one of those guys that I think has a very high ceiling. I think he's going to continue to get better, and it's it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yes.
Because I mean, they're not going to just strap a rocket to him. But I think him being with Finn Balor right now he's learning from Finn.
Oh yes, definitely.
So now they were in the same triple threat match last night, weren't they?
Let's see. I believe no, it was Damian Priest, and it was Finn Balor. Maybe they were in the same match. I don't remember. I don't think they were, but I had to look at the highlights.
Yeah, I just talked about it 4 hours ago. That's the thing that.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, both of them, Finn and Damian went in the qualifying matches. So
they were Cody. No, they were in opposite matches.
Opposite, yeah, they were opposite, yeah.
Damian, there we go. Prince says I can see Damian as a future world champion. I mean,
I agree, fully agree.
I think they are. He's one of those guys that. I mean, he made Bad Bunny look amazing on Saturday.
Yes, absolutely. The chemistry between the two throughout the match. I mean, it's like a constant flow. It was no like wondering where things go next. It's like everything was kind of steady and kind of flowing all together. I mean, that's what you want in a match. You want everything to just be so fluid, so that way you can see how everything is going so good that in the point that both of them will have great chemistry together, and that's what you want out of a match.
And I agree actually with this comment. Prince says I wasn't a fan of Bad Bunny until I saw that match. I agree. Like, I thought Bad Bunny was trash. I mean, he didn't. To me, I've always said celebrities shouldn't be in WWE, like in the professional wrestling world. A celebrity,
right?
And I don't like his music. I think I'm just not a fan of that style of music. It's whatever. But he did very well. I mean, he's no Logan Paul by any means. I think Logan Paul is the best celebrity to come through our come through the WWE.
I give it that so far. So far, Bad Bunny. I mean, I think he's starting to improve a little bit. I mean, he's starting to. Yeah, Bad
Go
Bunny
ahead.
starting. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Okay. I was about to say that Bad Bunny, he's began to improve a little bit more. And seeing him with Damian Priest in the match together, it's just kind of like seeing him just to see how far he went from the first match with these two, with the same two being a team, to Bad Bunny being on his own a little bit. And then, like I said, the chemistry between him and Damian Priest are together. It just makes for a good match.
Okay. Prince says Logan also has a background in amateur wrestling. Can't really compare them to. That's true.
Right. Give you that.
And he's been in, and Logan's been in combat sports as well. Like, I'm pretty sure he was training in the boxing and the MMA stuff. So, and it doesn't hurt that he was trained by frickin' HBK himself.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, one of the greatest of all times. So, switching gears a little bit. It's TikTok or Wrestletok Wednesday, TikTok Tuesday in this case.
Right.
What brought you to the app TikTok? Like, what brought you in as far as, like, why TikTok? Like, why'd you... Not Wrestletok, but TikTok.
Okay. One of my younger cousins told me about TikTok, and I thought to myself when my cousin told me about it, I'm like, what is TikTok? It's kind of like another social media thing. I was like, I don't know. I might as well give it a shot. So one day, I think it was late July, I started to do a TikTok page, and really, my TikTok, first and foremost, it wasn't about Wrestletok at first. It was more about me being a singer, R&B singer, R&B music. So that's kind of got me started on doing TikTok to start off as a music page. But, I was kind of like going in a direction to be like, okay, I think everybody already has one. And I'm thinking to myself, what's my thing that along with the music that I really passionate about? And I thought to myself, I've been watching wrestling since I was little, so might as well go and see if I can find some people who like wrestling and has the same passion as I have. So when I got it, make a transition from music to wrestling, I mean, that's when the floodgates started to open, so to speak. So everyone started to gravitate toward my page. And I was like, I never thought, a few months since I started that I've been having all these followers. And then it's like, it just amazes me to no end. And it still amazes me to no end because I never thought it's going to blow up as it is, especially after close to a year. So, I mean, that's kind of how the whole thing with me going to TikTok started. I just started from listening to a family member talk about it. And I was like, wasn't curious at first, but when they hear more about it, I was kind of starting the curiosity in my head. So I thought to myself, you know what, might as well give it a shot, and I did. So it was a long one at first, but once I made that transition to from music to the wrestling page, it's like, okay, it turned out pretty good, better than I expected. So that was it.
Nice. Arkham says, I honestly joined TikTok because it was an escape from reality for me. I mean,
same here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't start creating content because I was like kind of nervous at first. Be like, no one's gonna see my stuff.
I feel the same way.
I was like,
same here.
And it was, we did lip syncing. Like my son, Andrew and I did the lip syncing stuff with just some of the funny ones that we were doing. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna scroll through and watch, and I would comment on videos and that kind of stuff, and it would it kind of turned into not an obsession, but a daily thing for me. Like, after I'm done scrolling through Facebook, I'm like, well, there's nothing new here. Let's go see what kind of videos we got. And for me, getting the guy that there's two people that kind of grabbed me by the ear because I was gonna not pursue anything and not post anything. There's two people that really grabbed me by the ear and like directed me to, hey, take your phone, put it in front of you, and talk. And that's Heel Kevin.
Okay.
He's one of my biggest supporters. I love that dude. Like, he is.
I love Heel Kevin. He's very cool dude.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. And even though he's not necessarily the most well-liked individual at this current moment, by a few people, Panda helped me out tremendously.
Okay. Yeah.
He basically said, listen, people are going to watch your stuff. Just put it out there. So it was the two of them combined to help me just push myself out there. I do remember the conversation with Heel Kevin the most. Heel Kevin said, listen, people will watch your stuff and like your stuff, and if they don't, pardon my language, but fuck them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well said.
And I took that to heart, and I just started making videos. And that's where the question of the day comes from. You know, like that was what Andrew and I would decide to do that every day, and it blew up into something that I didn't ever think it was going to blow up to.
Yeah, that was really good. And I don't think I did one of your questions too. I stitched one of your questions too. Maybe a couple, but I remember I did maybe one or two. So that was a good way of interacting and make sure I not only put my name out there, but put your name out there too. So that way, they want to see more of what you do. So.
Well, that's why I asked the questions.
Yes.
And that's why I'm doing this show right now. A little backstory about that is I want to make sure that you, as the guest or whatever guest, can come on here and and kind of tell everyone what your story is and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So you kind of went into my next question of why Wrestletok, but you're a wrestling fan and you found us. So
yes, yeah, you are really one of the first who kind of have drawn me into being in the fold of Wrestletok. So I know you were one of them, and the other one is Simple Nicholas. You Simple Nicholas, and there's two more, Shayna, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And Husky. Husky Rose.
You just named, honestly, I'm not saying me, but you named three of my really good friends on. Not Nicholas. I haven't talked to in a good while because I just kind of lost touch with him.
Mm-hmm.
But every time he has a video up, I make sure I heart that thing and give it another like.
Yes.
But Shayna and Husky are two of my absolute favorite people. They're two of my best friends because they were just like you.
Right.
They brought me in.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, Husky will be on the show tomorrow.
Cool.
At 1 p.m. or no 12 p.m. or 12 noon until maybe 2 o'clock. I'm not sure how long he wants to go.
Okay.
Because I haven't talked to that dude in a while. So,
yeah.
So what are some, you mentioned your music. What are some of the other things that you like to explore on TikTok? Like what brings you, what other than wrestling are you like really passionate about on TikTok?
I would probably go with mental health. I mean, I know I did a lot of videos that dealt with it, and I'm also trying to sprinkle in a few inspirational or encouragement videos as well, along with my wrestling videos, because I wanted to, for my page, I know it's mostly wrestling, but I wanted to sprinkle a little bit of encouragement in people's lives too. So I feel like this, if wrestling is just a one part of who I am, the other side I want it to be the more the empathetic side of me, so that way I can you can see both sides. That no, even though the Devastator is the character, the underscore the Derrick is me, the person. So that's why I kind of put that two together, make it into one, so that way I'm the same. Even though Devastator is the character, mainly it came from the Transformers Generation One era. That is another one of my my old school likes, and of course the Derrick is my first name, so I'm trying to blend in the two to make it into that avenue of how my page is going to be. So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. So here's probably the most important question. I think I already know the answer, but I gotta ask it anyway.
Okay.
Do you acknowledge David Arquette as the greatest WCW champion of all time?
I acknowledge David Arquette to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm still going to stay on that hill and say it every single time someone asks me that. Yes, I acknowledge David Arquette, not only as the world champion, but also he needs to get to the Hall of Fame. Some kind of way. There should be a celebrity area to go into the Hall of Fame for that. So well, I stand by that.
Here's my thing on that. If Donald Trump is in the Hall of Fame, why not David Arquette?
My thoughts exactly right. That is so true. Absolutely.
I mean, but we finally got one. We got drawing a blank on his name now. He was the celebrity this year. Andy Kaufman. We finally got
Kaufman. Andy Kaufman. Yes.
Yeah,
he had his battles with Jared the King Lawler. Yes, I remember those days. Yep. And his battles.
Got slapped by Jerry slapped the Jerry slap? Yeah.
Yes.
Jerry slapped him on David Letterman. That was probably one of the biggest. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
So okay.
Yeah.
What's outside of WWE, because everyone likes to talk WWE. What's your favorite promotion outside of WWE?
I would probably go with Impact. Impact is very good. I mean, they have. I would say I dig AEW too, but I think Impact is more solid, especially in the wrestlers. The women division in Impact is awesome. I mean, from top to bottom, they're solid. So it's not like a big name show by any means, but it's kind of like up there being solid. So I go with Impact for sure.
And I would hope that you believe. Do you believe?
I believe in Joe Hendry. Yes.
I think before, like when everyone was starting to do that, I didn't really watch Impact, and I really don't.
Yes.
But I went back and watched his body of work. Wow.
He's amazing, man.
Dude
he is just awesome.
Yeah, dude is crazy.
He is, and dude, he is crazy strong. Oh my God, man. I never, it blows my mind how physically strong he is. So that kind of blew me away. I mean, that made me go, hey, I'm sold with that.
I need to, I really wish that Impact went and had a TV deal.
I know, yeah. I think they're still with Access now. from my understanding. Yeah.
I have Hulu, so I can't watch them but I think I can watch them on Tubi.
Okay. Yep.
And that's a free app. But
Okay.
and I know they have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe and get all the matches too.
Yes. Yes. And also, you can find it on Pluto TV as well. They just showing the old. I mean, it'll show the recent episodes of Impact, like a week, maybe 2 weeks back. But it also see the whole TNA throwbacks as well. So.
Oh, nice! I might have to download that now because I had it for a while. Then it didn't have anything on there for me, so I just got rid of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, let's see what else. We're about halfway in, and I'm running out of material.
That's okay. It's all good.
So you collect. Okay, you're a collector too.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What's the one thing, like, what got you into the collecting?
I'm gonna have to revert back to my boy Simple Nicholas, because he really because of one of his first pages videos that I looked at on his page, he's a major collector, and he collects like old school artifacts, newspaper clippings, and some books from past wrestlers like Luthez, people like him and stuff like that. So it kind of got me to thinking, wow. I mean, and it says to himself that stuff like that needs to be preserved because of how wrestling is now. We have to remind ourselves that it was people in the past that kind of made the way for wrestling the way it is now. So that way we can be fans and just not only just enjoy wrestling because it's something to watch on a TV, but to know that it's a part of how the everyday life is. So that's kind of how I started as a collector. Even though I'm not at that point where Simple Nicholas is, because I know he's like a super major collector. I just started collecting, I would say around August of last year, and I'm still it's not as big as it should be, but like I said, it's something for me to enjoy and like, and I think it's very important that wrestling stuff has to be preserved, so that way when God forbid if I have kids, God forbid if I don't, but I hope if I get to the place where I'm old and I have family, I want them to see that, hey, this is what I grew up with, and this is something that I treasure a lot, and I want my family to treasure it as well, so that way it's part of who I am. So I mean, and that means a lot.
Yeah, I think that's why. I mean, as you can see, like I'm obviously not playing 2K23 right now. Andrew's
okay. Yeah.
He loves wrestling, and I'm so blessed that and so happy that he fell in love with it like I did. And he in a way, he lets me become a kid again.
Yeah.
And actually, I can actually look at the product as a child, not a child, but I can look at it and try to see the innocence that he gets to see it with.
Yes, of course.
He has a Funko Pop collection.
Cool, nice.
It's She's Warrior Huge Pop is this is my new show, Beyond the Mat, the wrestling Beyond the Mat podcast, Wrestletok Wednesday, but it's TikTok Tuesday. He is enjoying his time off. That's where my brother's at right now. Um, I'll throw that up there real quick. That's what I was responding to. But
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by, Chief Warrior. Appreciate you. Thanks for the view.
And also, I want to give a shout out to Huge Pop as well. I mean, he's another one that really got me into the mode of being a TikTok creator as well. So big shout out to your brother too.
Yeah, funny. I mean, I don't know if how many times he told the story. When we were living when he moved, okay, he's about 12 years older than I am. So he's about 54-ish. That old fart.
Okay.
He told me he was going to be listening, so if he's out there enjoying it.
All right.
So he moved back home with like transitioning from college to like the real world, and I must have been. It was during the era. Hold on.
Okay.
Did someone say collection? Hey, Mike, how's it going? So my brother. Okay, so my brother had his room here, and across the hallway was my room, and downstairs on the opposite side of the house was where my mom and where our parents were.
Yes.
Their bedroom. And around the time Saturday night's main event was like at not at its peak, but like it was I know it was after Macho Man and the Hogan thing. It was after that whole deal.
Yes.
I want to say it was about the time Sid Justice was around.
Okay.
So Hogan was on his way out, but Sid was there, and he had the whole thing. What's that I smell? I smell a power bomb.
Right, yes.
Okay. Well, my brother and I would sneak into his room, and we would watch Saturday night's main event because it was on at it was on way past my bedtime.
Way past, yes. Yeah, I remember those days, yeah.
So I would sneak out of my room, go across the hall, and hang out with him. And of course, during the matches, me being younger and a lot smaller than him, I would like try to climb like come up behind him, trying to put my brother in a sleeper hold, and that kind of stuff. Well, that turned into a full-fledged match at that point.
Oh, okay.
So we're having a fucking bunkhouse brawl up in the second floor of my mom and dad's house in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And he picks me up to give me a power bomb.
Oh no!
Onto the bed. Like he's gonna go bam. And when he did that, my legs flailed back a little bit. Like my legs went like this. And caught the glass light fixture.
Ooh.
Came tumbling down and smash.
Oh, man.
We quickly cleaned it up. My mom and dad didn't wake up thank God.
Okay.
So my dad had to put something in my brother's room, and oh boy.
Oh no.
That's the first thing he noticed.
Wow. My goodness.
I mean, my brother and I have been like I said, we watched Saturday night's main event. My dad, we went and watched I remember watching George the Animal Steel.
Yes. Yes, George the Animal Steel, yes.
he's actually from Michigan.
Okay, cool.
And he would do local shows, like he would travel and go into what would now be called house shows. But when he wasn't doing his WWE stuff, WWF stuff, he would
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
well,
Anything? Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta address this comment. It says
Okay.
Wednesdays, but it's two. Hey, Mike, you need to learn how to spell, my guy, before you come in here.
Oh, Mike. He's
Come
something
on.
else.
Come on, Michael.
He knows. He knows what's up.
Come on. I gotta bring this bad boy out.
Hey, good old US spelt. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it.
He said, "Damn typo." Well, it says Beyond the Mat Wrestletok Wednesday, and in the parentheses it says Tuesday edition. But anyway, yeah, we used to.
Mike, it's something else.
I love Mike. Mike's my
Oh
guy.
man, yeah, he's another one who acknowledged David Arquette. I love Mike. He's so cool and so funny.
I wonder how you got that. Yeah, some asshole sent me that. Oh my god!
I say, oh Mike.
Now, see, I never used to be like this. I never used to be. I never see. Andrew and I, we were like baby faces they come.
Okay, yeah.
And I start hanging out with Mike, and I turn into a half-ass heel. Like I just need that push now, and like I'm.
There you go. There you go. All you need is that just that little push that you need, and man, you'll be a hell of a heel. You'll definitely be a hell of a heel.
I mean, I know Little Man would definitely be a tremendous heel. Like people won't see that.
Oh, I can see Andrew being a heel. I can see Andrew being a heel, no doubt.
when it happens, because I'm sure it's gonna happen. When it happens, people ain't gonna know what hit them. I'm gonna be completely upfront with you. You won't know what to do.
One day, I can see Andrew. He'd be so nice and innocent with a smile on his face. Then you turn your back on him. He'll have a steel chair in hand, just whap you in the back of it. I can see that.
Mike says, "I'll put you right off the cliff."
Oh my gosh!
I mean, Mike, to be fair, I'm already teetering. You just need to probably poke me.
There you go. Oh my goodness!
So, I mean, we have a lot of amazing people in the community. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, of course.
So I mean, like I said, I have a full. Oh shit! The schedule for Wrestletok Wednesday. Actually, I thought I'd have to really scrounge for people that would want to do it. I got people like I'd be like, hey, I need on that. I'm like, absolutely. Like,
okay, cool. That's awesome, man.
And remember, this is episode 1 of many for you.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Well, because I want to do is after everyone cycled through that wants to do the original, like what we're doing right now. I want to bring everyone back one by one, and each of them will pick a wrestler.
Okay.
And we will discuss. I'm going to ignore that comment. He made me lose my train of thought. That son of a bitch. And for the viewers who don't know what Michael said,
sounds like a. Oh my god. Oh Mike. Oh no. Fuck you. Oh boy.
for those of you who are just listening and not seeing what my amazing friend Alpha Wrestling said, he said MATT sounds like a disorder.
Oh, Mike. Love you too, Mike.
No, back to what I was talking about. I really want it to be you guys come back around and you will pick a wrestler.
Okay.
And we will talk about your favorite matches, your favorite moments, and just discuss that wrestler pretty much as in detail as we want to get into. We don't have to discuss it from like the word go to the time he retired or whatever. We can just have a good conversation that will last an hour about that guy or that woman, if you prefer to talk about a women's division talent as well.
Okay.
That's what the idea is. And I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of people that would want to do that. So
okay, that's good.
But we're not done yet.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna play the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna name. I got 10. I'm gonna pull out 10 random wrestlers.
Okay.
Past or present, and first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just say their name or say whatever. Randy Orton.
I was say one word, right? One word.
Well, the first thing that comes into your it can be one. It can be a phrase. The first thing that pops in your head.
Hall of Famer. First ballot.
Okay. Since Mike brought up my boy Triple H.
Triple H.
Triple
H. I will probably go with he's great he is awesome in the ring, but very dangerous with a sledgehammer.
Fair. This one I haven't used yet. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Underrated.
Thank you.
He is just he's definitely underrated and underappreciated as a wrestler, especially in the WWF. I will say this about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Him and Macho Man Randy Savage, arguably for me, and this is just my opinion, one of my favorite top 10 wrestling matches of all time.
Yeah, I think that match was better than Hogan Andre.
Oh, hands down. No investments about that.
So we'll go. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Oh, that's my boy. I would say absolute winner. As a champion, as a wrestler, and as an actor, and of course, starring in XFL, bringing it back to on the TVs, on all that kind of stuff. He's a winner. He's an absolute winner.
Okay. All right. We'll go current now.
Okay.
L.A. Knight.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is what we're. But I would say, I would say, very charismatic. He's been. I mean, I've been watching him ever since the days of him being on Impact, and I mean, he's so consistent with his character. So it's, even though it's kind of like a mixture of the characters of, you know, Stone Cold and Rock from the past, whatever. Even though it's kind of part of him, but it kind of make it in his own lane. So I would say he's charismatic to a way that he wants to stay in his own lane, and he's been doing that for a good little while. So I would say definitely charismatic for sure.
Okay. Well, we'll go Matt Cardona, since you wore the T-shirt.
I would say, man, to me, I really hate that he had a bad rep, and it.
Oh.
Know that he is thriving in the indies, and I think his name is more out there in the indies now. He's showing more respect, and I think that's what it boils down to, especially with him, you know, still doing his thing.
Oh, he's having it. He must be having technical difficulties. Well,
All right. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Sorry. It's live television. It's live podcast, folks. Things happen.
Damn it. All right, so Mike's got something for you. Damn McDonald's internet.
There you go. Oh my god. I will say this. I hate to say it, but you might be right, because but I'll say this: Burger King and McDonald's are literally right around the corner.
Mike's in here trolling us.
All right, what was that? Oh, Matt Cardona. I said this. WWE really gave Zack Ryder, when he was Zack Ryder, a bad Raw deal when he left. But to see Matt Cardona really thriving and doing his thing still, and got his own podcast and everything else, it just goes to show you that he's the embodiment of not giving up. You know, even though big company turned you down, and you know, and all those kind of things that happen, he never stopped believing. He never stopped doing what he loved to do. So I mean, for me, I would say, for what I can say about Matt overall, I would say encouragement.
Okay.
Straight up encourager.
Mike called it. You're a thief. You're stealing internet.
Oh, Mike. You never cease to amaze me at all, Mike.
Yeah, He's in here trolling you now instead of me, but that's fine.
I know it's all love, Mike. It's all love. It's all good.
Let's go. Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. I will say this. I've been following Cody for a while. It's been years, and to see him just still elevating and still progressing, it really tells a lot about who he is and his character, not only in wrestling as in his wrestling persona, but I think from what I hear from him, it just shows that shows gratitude in what he loves, because like his father does. I guess it's more like he loves it and he shows gratitude and shows passion. And for me, I would say he shows gratitude.
Yeah.
Of the sport.
And Mike, Matt, I still got you, you Bubba Ray wannabe.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's more like, I mean, when I turn heel, it's going to be like fucking Bully Ray, so you better watch your ass.
There you go. Oh, yeah. All right, Mike.
I am.
All right, Mike. We don't want to hear about you on Busted Open, all right?
Busted Open with Bubba Matt.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't touched on any women talent. We'll go. Bailey.
Hold that thought.
We got show and tell in here.
Just got this on yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will say this about Bailey, even though she's a heel and definitely has a bad ass attitude, I would say she's consistent. She's been consistent ever since her NXT, and she is just like I say, she's just no thrills. She's like the what you see is what you get kind of wrestler. So I would say she's definitely consistent talent, very consistent, very solid.
Mike says, "Wait, it's Bubba and Devon."
Oh my God! Well, there you go. I'm sorry, I don't have the frames. I'll save that for next time. I didn't get that memo, Mike. I really didn't get it.
Oh my God. I mean, as far as Bailey's concerned, her heel work is amazing.
Oh yes, absolutely, no doubt.
Mike said you got to get them frames. Got to make sure that happens for next time.
All right, I'll be sure to pencil it in like Vince penciled his mustache.
So let's go. We haven't ventured into AEW quite yet, so
that's fine.
What's the It's the women's champion over there. I am
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter.
I will say, man. Okay, I would say that she's exploded like a rocket. I mean, she has that pop appeal. So I would say she's an instant pop right there. I'll say instant pop. Put it that way.
We'll go MJF.
MJF. I will say this about MJF. He's an underrated wrestler. Very underrated. I saw him a few matches, especially with the one with the 60-minute Iron Man match with Daniel Bryan. Oh, Bryan Danielson in this case. Man, he can wrestle. He can actually wrestle. And it really shocked me as well. Because I mean the way that he presented himself as a heel, even though he's like a chickenish heel, but he can wrestle his ass off. I mean, literally can wrestle. So I would say he's a very I would say for me, he's a one of those hit you out of nowhere kind of wrestlers.
Mike said MJF looks like he still lived with his mom.
Yeah, and why makes you think he got his scarf and the crazy haircut? He probably did it too. His mom probably got his hair.
Hold on a second. I got this.
Okay.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
Underrated. That's my not gonna lie. That is one of my best wrestling themes right now.
I think his theme music is fucking amazing.
Yeah. And he just fits the persona. It's like once you hear a interest music and you know it fits the persona of the wrestler, you know what that person's all about. Of course, perfect example, the glass breaks, with Stone Cold, and it's similar to that. So,
so what? You talk about theme music. Have you heard MJF's one that he has with the lyrics?
I heard it a few times. Yes.
Love that song. That thing is so cool.
Yes. Yeah, that was very cool.
We'll go. This will be the last one, and I didn't do it intentionally, but the tribal chief himself,
Roman Reigns. I will say this: I'm not the one to acknowledge him. I'll put it that way. I mean, I'm not going to acknowledge. He's not my tribal chief. Sorry, folks. But I will say this about him: he's no, it's okay. I will say this about him: even though I'm not going to acknowledge him as my tribal chief, he's still big star. I mean, he really came a long way, especially with him having his break from his leukemia and stuff like that, and to have him be out of it in remission and still bumping and still progressing and still doing big matches. It says a lot about him. He's taking care of himself so good. So I mean, I will say this about him. Yeah, he's really thriving. Definitely a thriving wrestler.
So who'd win? Superman Punch versus the Orange Punch?
Oh boy. The same as that. I'll say Superman Punch.
That, by the way,
go ahead.
Was a question from Mike himself.
Yeah. So I mean, even though they're the same exact punch, but I think for me, you gotta go with Superman Punch. I mean, been around longer than the Orange Punch, just for longevity's sake.
So this is something that it's been circulating around Wrestletok lately. It's actually kind of a valid, kind of a interesting take on things. There's two. We'll talk about three moves.
Okay.
You just got to tell me who did it best.
Okay.
Number one, we'll start with the easy one and the most obvious one.
All right.
Spine Buster.
Okay.
Who's got the best spine buster ever?
Double A, Arn Anderson.
Thank you.
Hands down.
Thank you.
You can't go wrong with that. I mean, once when Arn Anderson hit that spine buster, he does it with authority. And it's like he's just the way he does it is you feel like he literally wants to break your back. So
Mike said The Rock.
But the thing about The Rock, he just did it just quickly. He just did like one. But Arn Anderson, he just did one, just rolls over and just throws you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2. The spear. Who has the
spear? Oh no, man. I mean, it's a whole lot. Man, this is gonna be a wow. There's a whole lot of people did the spear. I think for me, Goldberg is the best spear. Oh, I'll take it back. Tie. I would say Goldberg and Rhino.
Gore.
The Gore. And you have a spear that named the Gore. I mean, that's it. So it's Goldberg and Rhino. Okay. I say it's a tie between the two.
The last one, and it'll be the last question of the night, and we'll end it off with this. Okay. This is the reason why I asked this question. Because there is a certain TikTok creator who has a completely outside of the box response to this. Who has the best choke slam?
Who has the best choke slam?
Yes.
Undertaker.
Okay. The creator that I was talking about is Mia. You know who Mia is?
Yes, Biggie Shorty. Yes.
Yes. Mia brought to me, and I still need to go look it up. That she feels that the Hurricane Shane Helms had the greatest chokeslam of all time.
Okay. I would have to look at that a little bit more because he has a good choke slam too. What's her face?
For him, he's got to get up on his tiptoes, almost jumping to slam. So
yes.
From what I've been told, I haven't seen it yet. I need to go look for it.
Okay, I got enough. Okay, if Mia wants to go that route, I got one right out the box for Mia too. I'm not sure if she's listening or not, but I got another curveball for her. Tegan Knox.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. She slammed the shit out of them women.
Yes, in her NXT days, yes.
Yeah.
So I want to throw that in that pot too.
So that concludes. And do you have any? The one thing we kind of skipped over, was are you working on any projects? Are you like wanting to start not drifting towards, but moving towards like a podcast or anything, or do you have one?
Actually, I don't have a podcast as of yet, but I am currently on YouTube, and I have a channel called Derrick's Wrestling Toys and Tees. It's kind of like an extension of my YouTube channel where I do my t-shirts along with my figures and trying to piece them all together, make them into like my everyday lifestyle page, like some outfits to go along with it. So I'm just trying to make shirts and gears, my everyday lifestyle wardrobe inspired by wrestlers. So that's kind of what the YouTube channel is about.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So go follow him there, everyone. But yeah, that's this edition of Beyond the Mat, Wrestletok Wednesday, Tuesday edition. Thank you, Derrick, for stopping and being such a cool dude. You truly are an amazing guy, and I'm glad that I've become friends with you through the amazing TikTok community. I'm glad that I was your first live that you hopped in when you got your 1K. So thank you, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock, or not 1, noon Eastern time. Oh, he came back.
Has to be. Oh God, the McDonald's Wi-Fi at it again.
McDonald's Wi-Fi again, Mike.
Okay. All right.
What I was going to say is, I believe I was your first live that you did on TikTok. Yes. I got the banana that day for whatever reason. Man, McDonald's Wi-Fi again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it never ends. It never ends, man. You know, that's how it is.
But yes, join me tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time, where we talk to Husky Rhodes. He's my special guest tomorrow for Wrestletok Wednesday. Come hang out with us. It'll be basically the same questions, but a little twist to it. So thank you again for everyone, Mike, and everyone else who was in the chat. Cody, appreciate you guys. And again, Derrick, thank you. And we will see you guys tomorrow.